Hello everyone, myself is Bhandari. Today we are going to see the concept loops in the programming. For today's session we are going to see the one loop, that is do while loop. As for the last lecture we have already seen the while loop. The another form of a loop is nothing but the do while loop. As we have already know that what do you mean by the loop? Loop is nothing but, in short, repetition. For that we required some condition, and till the condition is true we are going to incrementing or the iterations are going to be carried out. To run the body continuously till a required condition is going to be fulfilled, it is nothing but called as a looping. For today's session we are going to see the another form of a loop, that is do while loop. So what is the basic difference between while and do while loop is that, as its name suggests, do. So firstly, some kind of an execution is done while, then the condition is going to be checked. Exactly opposite is taken out in a while loop, that is in a while firstly condition is mentioned, condition is checked, and then some task is carried out. Instead of this, in a do while loop, firstly action will be taken out and then condition is going to be checked out. So at the start there is the loop body is mentioned, and after the completion of the loop body the condition is mentioned, and then at the end of the loop, here the condition should be terminated with semicolon. We are going to see this one in detail with the syntax. Now there is the syntax. As I have already told you that firstly in a do while condition we are executing the action and then checking out the condition. So firstly we have to write down the keyword as an do, then a body, loop body, which will consist of the n numbers of a statement, that is statement 1, 2, 3 and so on. These are mentioned. The loop body is going to enclosed within a pair of the curly bracket. After the closing curly bracket we have to be mentioned the condition by using the keyword as an while. The condition is always going to be terminated with the semicolon, because here the line is going to be terminated. So loop body may contain the increment and decrement statements, as we have already know that while we are checking the condition for putting down the condition true or false, we are executing one another task indirectly, that is incrementing or decrementing the variable, and that statement may be a part of a loop body. What is this execution sequence is carried out in the while loop is do while loop is that firstly the compiler enters into the loop body, because we instruct the compiler do some kind of an action. So it executes firstly into the loop body. Within that loop body maybe the incrementing or decrementing operation is carried out. After that the condition is checked out. If the condition is true, then again control transfers into the loop body, again increment, decrement, again checking out the condition. This kind of a repetition is carried out. Let's see this one with the help of the flowchart in the next slide. So this one is on a flowchart. As we know that we have to be start, that kind of an initialization of the variable will be carried out, which we are using for checking out the condition. In a do while loop, the first step is nothing but the execution of the loop body. Within that loop body, we are incrementing or decrementing the variable. The third stage is nothing but we are checking the condition. As the condition is going to be checked, we get the two answer, either the condition is true or the condition is false. If the condition is true, then again we have to move for the checking out the loop body, and incrementing or decrementing operations will be carried out. When the condition fails, then the control transfers towards the next line, which we are writing after the condition. So the false, it will be moved towards the next statement or the stop. Now we are checking one kind of a program over here. I will be considered here one variable I. At the start of the program, we are included the header files. Within a main program, there is one variable I whose data type is integer, and it is going to be initialized at the value is equal to 1. Now we are going to see the program which for the do while loop. Hence, firstly, we are using the keyword as an do. Then within a pair of the curly brackets, we are writing the loop body. Within the loop body, I am interested to print the value of the variable I. So I am using the printf function. Printf value of I is %d double quotes complete comma I. Then incrementation of the I variable will be taken out. I is going to be incrementing by once for each and every iteration. While the condition is true, the printf function and the I++, these two statements are going to be carried out repeatedly. After that, we are mentioning over here condition while I should be less than or equal to 4. Condition is going to be terminated by the semicolon. So this loop is going to be executed till the I value is equal to or less than 4, and hence we get the output from I value starting from 1 to 4. That is, here the loop is initialized, or the start value of I will be the 1 and the end value will be the 4. For our last session, we have just seen the while loop, and for today's session, we have just seen down the do while loop. Now, here is some kind of the differentiation between the while and do while loop. What is the difference is that, as I already told you that in a while loop, firstly, the condition is going to be checked, and if the condition is true, then the statements or the loop body will execute. Exactly opposite action is carried out in a do while loop. That is, in a do while loop, first the action or the statements are executed and then condition is checked. So what happens with this one is that in a do while loop, as we are implementing or executing the action at a first, so in a worst situation, if your condition gets failed for the first iteration itself, still your body gets executed at least for the one, which is not happens in a while loop. In a while loop, if the condition gets failed for the starting or for the first iteration, your loop body is not going to be executed for a single time also. But in a do while loop, though the condition is fails, still your loop body will get executed at least for once. Then the next point is nothing but the syntax that we have already seen in a while. First of all, we should have to be mention the expression or a condition, and then in a pair of curly brackets, we have to mention the number of statements. In a do while loop, firstly we should have to mention the loop body or the statements, and then we are going to be check out the conditions. Now, let's see some kind of programs. Purposely, I have taken out the same programs that I have already explained for a while loop. So, with this same programs, you get the difference between the while loop and the do while loop. The logic for the execution of the program will be remain same, only the difference in the syntax or the coding will be carried out. So this is the program which finds the multiplication of digits of the integer value. That means if I entered the value as a 72, then I am expecting the output as a 7 multiply with 2, that is the answer should be 14, like this one. So for that, we have just included the header file at the start of the program. In a main program, in a first line, we are going to be initialize the variables. Declaration of the variable will be carried out. Then I will be take out the number for which I am checking out the multiplication of the digit from the end user. To take that input number, I use the scanf function. Then we are executing the function with the help of a do value. Firstly, I write down the syntax with the do while loop, and within that I am going to be carried out the logic for the multiplication. Here the keyword do is used. Afterwards, the opening within a pair of the curly brackets, I have write down the logic As I already mentioned that for the multiplication we should have to go for separating the digits of the number. For separation we are using the remainder operator. With the remainder operator I am going to be separate down each and every digit. Here number is divided and its remainder is going to be stored into the variable b. That b variable is going to be multiplied with variable m. At the start m is initialized for the 1 and this multiplication value is again going to be stored into the same variable name m. So for the next iteration the latest value of m is taken out and that is going to be multiplied with a remainder or a separated digit. For every iteration we should have to be convert the new number by the division with 10. And this condition is going to be checked out till number is not equal to 0, and hence we will be at the end we try to print out the result with the printf function. Lastly, I have mentioned what is the expected output is that if we execute this program with the Turbo C compiler, here enter the number, that message is given. After inputting the number, here the number inputted as considered as 3 to 5, then the output will be carried out 3 into 2 into 5, that is 3 into 2 6, 6 into 5 30. Nextly, again we considered the same program, that is we are considering the program which print the first and the last digit of the integer value. The logic is quite remain as the same one, that is we are interested in the first and the last digit. So obviously we should have to go for separating each and every digit. The last digit will be comes out for the first iteration and the first digit we get when the number is not equal to 0. Now let's see. At the start of the program we are included the header files. Within the main I have declared the variables, that is no, b and f. Take out the number from the end user. So the last digit firstly I have stored into the f variable because last digit will be result of the remainder operator. So the original number is taken out. The percentage operator is used with the 10. So this will be give me the remainder which is nothing but the last digit which is stored into the variable f. Now the part remaining over here is that we are interested to go for the first digit. So for the first digit again I am going to be repeat down the number. So here is that b is equal to number percent of 10. So number is again going to be separated which is into the b, and the new number is going to be carried out with the division operator. So for each and every iteration the number is going to be decremented by 10. For example, in the output I have just considered the 4859. So at the start what is the value of f is nothing but number percentage of 10. So with this one, that is 4859 modulus of the 10, the f value will becomes as 9, because the remainder of that number, that is when 4859 number gets divided by the 10, then its remainder will be comes as 9, and that value is the last digit that is going to be stored into the f. For the first iteration b will becomes as 4859 modulus of 10, again value is 9, but we are interested into the first digit, so again we have to go for the new number by the division of 10. So for this first iteration number is going to be divided by 10 and new value or the latest value of number will comes as 4859 divided by 10 is equal to 485. Then the condition is going to be checked. Obviously this number is not equal to 0, hence again remainder operator is used, again number is going to be divided by the 10. This condition is going to be checked out for the last number. When the lastly 4 will be appear, the 4 division of 10 will becomes as the 0. So the last value of the variable no or number will becomes as a 0. At that instant, the condition mentioned in a while loop gets false, and hence the control transfer towards the printf function, and it will be print out the first digit that is available in the b variable and the last digit available into the f variable. So with this session, we will be just get the knowledge about the do while loop. What is the difference between while and do while loop? The same program we can execute with the while loop or the do while loop. So depending on the flexibility or the ease of a programmer, we can use any of the loop. But where the accuracy is the important parameter, then for that we are not taking the risk with a do while loop, because if the condition gets failed at the first iteration also, still your program is going to be run for at least once. And hence, where accuracy is the important parameter, we are specially preferred about the